Hey guys, this is a quick short video I wanted to make over some basics about using the frag grenades. I kind of struggled with switching from C4 for a while with using frag grenades, so I'm hoping to kind of make a summary of what I've learned from them. I'm not the best person with frag grenades, especially with spawn nades. I haven't practiced them nearly enough, but I have gotten very used to using them in creative ways, or just kind of learning the geometry of the throws. So the first thing to know is when you hold the frag grenade, it's going to pump 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to blow up on that fourth pulse. And it's more or less about a second, maybe a little bit less than a second between each one. And as far as the timings go, you just need to think about, after throwing the grenade enough times, how much distance is there between you and the target, and how many seconds is it going to take for that to travel, and that'll kind of dictate your timing. So when you throw spawn frags, you don't hold them at all because you're trying to get it all the way across the map, and hope that it's going to catch them at a certain spot. But whenever you're in a more close range situation, which is what I'm kind of known for in my group of friends, I get a lot of frag kills uh, that are catch people off guard. You just want to think about the geometry of it. Like if there was a person on the other side of the crate and I'm here, I can bounce it right here, and it's going to take about a second and a half to get there. So I'm going to hold it for 1, 2, almost 3, and then blow it up right in front of their faces. And that's just coming from experience of knowing how long it's going to take for those to cook. It's generally better to bounce the frag rather than try to cook it directly. Like if I was in the office and I thought there was someone top red like that, instead of trying to cook it 3 seconds and throw it across the frag like this, I'll just do it 1, 2, 3. I mean, I hit that, but that's not easy to hit. It would be much easier to cook it for about 2 seconds and bank it off the wall and hit them like that. It's much more consistent. So it's just a matter of kind of getting used to the timing, thinking about the travel time, the geometry, make sure you're throwing it at the right angles to hit the right spots, and just know that you can throw it off really small areas like these edges. If there was someone back room camping the top corner, you can just cook one for about 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and hit inside. Those edges are very useful because most times people aren't really expecting them, and it lets you use the frag grenades like a C4. When you cook frag grenades for 3 seconds, it's extremely hard to 1, predict, and 2, to dodge. And so the better you get at doing that, frag grenades get the benefit of the spawn, throw it across the map, but they also act very similar to C4 when you do that. 2, 3. See, I missed that one. You got to be very careful with your alignment on these really thin walls. But you can use a lot of geometry to get really good kills, and the more you practice it, the more you can make them just as good as C4, but more flexible than C4 in many cases. I do think C4 is a little bit overpowered, and I do use it from time to time, but I try to avoid using it because frags it's much more fulfilling and more skillful to use a frag grenade like this. And I'll show you some more other creative spots and some other maps just to give you an idea, but you really want to just think about where you think they are, or if you know where they are, even better, and just think of creative ways of getting your frag grenade there in a way that they can't run or dodge. So I'm going to cut to the next clip and show you one of these. So this is an example. I wish I had the actual clip, but I wasn't recording at the time whenever it happened. This is an example on this map where I pushed through the B side and I was trying to flank them on A. And I had a teammate that was over here somewhere, and he just died about right here, and he said he made the call that they're planting. And so I threw this frag, and I killed the guy that's planting. I missed the timing on that. I killed the guy that was planting right there. And so it's just a matter of being aware of where they're at and just having creative solutions. I'm probably going to compile real quick a couple of common spots that I frag and consistently get kills on different search maps. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to just kind of run them all together here.
Free for all. You're on your own.
Yeah.